There are certain key elements that show that you're basking in your femininity and radiating feminine energy. Last week on the channel, I continued this three-part series where I was sharing about 30 points that actually help you feel and look more feminine and bask in your feminine energy. For you to know how important and serious this topic is, I created a list of 30 points that can actually help you feel and look more feminine and bask in your feminine energy. But in this video, I'm just going to run through the remaining 10 points that actually will help you bask in your femininity and of course radiate feminine energy. The 21st point that I've put here on my list on how you can radiate feminine energy will be for you to identify toxic people in your life and let them go. Toxic people are the people who don't respect your boundaries. Toxic people are the people who are very disrespectful of you as a person. Toxic people are the people who don't care a thing about your values, who are not aligned with your goal, who are constantly backbiting or talking you down or gossiping about other people, and whenever they're around you, you feel like you are drained and something has been taken away from you. You need to let those people go. Toxicity is not a very good thing to have around you. And what you find is that when you keep having these people around you, you constantly have this defensive wall or barricade. And sometimes they may even end up making you react to situations when you do not want to get ruffled up. Don't keep toxic people around you that constantly get you ruffled up, because ruffling yourself up or stressing yourself out will definitely not help you truly bask in your femininity. The second point on my list, this one is actually one of my absolute favorite one, is have a thirst for the finer things of life. There is nothing wrong in you wanting the finer things of life. See, when you understand that God has created this life and has put everything beautiful in it, He literally made everything so beautiful for our benefits. Why would you want to choose sufferhead as a way of life? Why would you want to choose stress as a way of life? God has given you the sun, the moon, the stars, the shine, fresh air, the wind, space. He has given you a beautiful body, and yet you still choose sufferhead. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Have a thirst for the finer things of life. Now, let me tell you something. And this is actually a law of life. The more you desire something and you put in the work to actually go for that thing, no matter how minimal or small the work is, but the minute you desire something so strongly, you start to attract it. It's as easy as that. Some people have not yet wrapped their head around this concept, but it's actually a law that governs life. When you start to put your focus on something and say, I deserve this good life. I deserve to have my life made easy. I deserve to have the money that I need to function on a daily basis. I deserve it. When you start to make that statement, I deserve, what you're doing is you're activating your brain, and that part of your brain that now helps you say, okay, from I deserve it to how do I get it? Your brain now starts to create solutions for you on how you can actually start to get it. Sometimes it can come in form of a book that you have to read. It can come to you when you're watching a movie and an idea will just come, and then that idea is what takes you to the next level. It can come when you're speaking to a person, or when you're watching a video like ours, or maybe when I send a newsletter in our email list that you read and you're like, oh yes, I really didn't see life this way. But it actually starts with you desiring it. My whole life, the life I live now, I'm so freaking grateful for the life I have. Every morning I wake up, I'm so full of gratitude. Throughout the day, I'm so full of gratitude. And I can boldly say to you that the life I live now is a life that I desired many years ago. Of course, my desire hasn't ended. I still desire a lot of things. The more you have, the more you want, right? That's what they say. So my desire is still ongoing. But I can tell you that the desires that I had 5 years or 3 years ago, I'm literally living them now. They have become my reality. And all I had to do is just desire more. And then life had a way of bringing the solutions to me. I put in the work that I needed to put in, took advantage of the opportunity. And now I'm literally living the life of my dreams. You too can do that, and trust me, let me tell you, you can literally live a more elegant lifestyle and bask more in your femininity and radiate feminine energy when you actually have things going for you. You don't have to struggle about anything. So, have a thirst for the finer things of life. You, my darlings, deserve it, okay? The next one, of course, will be for you to practice your manners. Practice your manners. Learn to say thank you. Learn to say please. Learn to use the word excuse me. So, for example, you're trying to go through a pathway and someone is obstructing your view. Typical people in this part of the world will be like, oh, sorry, why are you apologizing when you just need to say excuse me? It's not sorry, it's excuse me. So you go, excuse me, please. And then when you're doing it, don't just say it with a brash, harsh tone. Excuse me. No. You bring out your feminine voice. Let that feminine voice shine. Excuse me, please. With a smile. The person would not even know when they have moved 10 million miles away from you just to let you pass. Because that voice is captivating. It's endearing. It makes people want to do, like, have you ever wondered why when you actually are trying to ask someone for something, maybe your man, as a woman watching, you're asking your man for something, try asking in a brash tone and then try asking in a very soft tone. Tell me which one they respond to quickly. So bring out that feminine voice and say, excuse me, I think I'm deviating a bit, but you get what I mean. Say thank you when something has been done for you. When someone has shown you something or done something for you, express gratitude. Say thank you. Say please. I'm sure you already get this point, so let's just move on. The next one on my list would definitely be for you to learn basic makeup skills. Learn basic makeup skills. Not everyone can afford to hire a makeup artist. For example, today, my makeup artist wasn't able to come because our schedules were clashing. I did my makeup myself. I may not be as an expert as she is, but I know the basics. At least I know the basics. And what you do to learn it is, how I learned was on YouTube. And then of course with some of her coaching and guidance as well. But the majority of what I learned was from YouTube. As a woman, it's important that you're learning makeup skills, because makeup is something that actually helps enhance our beauty, and then it also is something that you can use to mask up a dull face or something to show that you actually have put in an effort when you are maybe going for an event or maybe going on a date or something. Makeup actually makes you full on in your feminine energy, and there's something about makeup that just makes me feel like a girly girl. It makes me feel like, oh, like I'm in my feminine era, if there's any word like that. So learn the basics. I'm not saying go full on and become an expert. If that's what you want to do, by all means do it, but learn very basic. The next point that I've put down here, it's simply investing in good fragrance. From your deodorants to your body mists to your perfumes. Like I always say, the basic minimum that you need is just the deodorant and the body mist. Those ones are non-negotiables, essentials. If you can't afford to buy a perfume, you can still make do with a deodorant and a body mist. But to take it up a notch, you can invest in good perfumes, perfume oils. I have a video here on the channel where I talked about fragrance and how to actually apply fragrance to get the very best of it. You can go check it out. I'm going to put the link in the description box down below for you. Check it out. And then also I shared all the products that I use to smell really good and fresh and very luxurious on a daily basis. The 26 points that can help you feel and look more feminine and radiate feminine energy will be for you to start dressing more feminine. Do away with the joggers, or even if you must have joggers, let it be for the purpose for which joggers were created, to go to the gym. Right? Do away with the boxy trousers, the boxy jackets, all those things that just make you look like a man. Do away with all of them, those bulky, big ass shoes that are very hefty and make your legs feel very heavy. Do away with all those things. Add some more dresses to your wardrobe. Add dressy tops to your wardrobe. Add accessories, accessorize. Learn to play around with belts, learn to play around with sunglasses. Invest in minimal jewelry. These things don't actually cost a lot. You can find affordable things that you can start your wardrobe collection up with, and you don't even have to spend so much money whilst doing it. Start dressing more feminine. It will literally help you feel feminine and of course radiate lots of feminine energy. The 27th point on my list will be for you to have a morning and a nighttime skincare routine, not just for your face but for your entire body. I cannot overemphasize the importance of having a routine. Let me tell you something about having a routine. A routine actually helps you see results. Most times people tend to say that some products don't work on them because they probably just tried it out for a week or two and they're not seeing results. You get to see results when you use something continuously for over a month, continuously without stopping. That's the importance of having a routine. And a routine actually helps your skin and your body feel fresh. And apart from that, when you have a solid morning and nighttime routine as a woman, it's a way for you to vibe with your feminine side. Because, for example, when you are applying moisturizer on your body, I always say this again, don't apply moisturizer like a man. Take your time to lather the moisturizer right into your skin. Just take your time to feel the features of your body. Take your time to feel the texture of the different parts of your body whilst you're doing it. And it's a way for you to just give yourself a good treat and pamper yourself in front of your vanity stand whilst you're having a morning and a nighttime routine. I have my morning and nighttime routine videos on the channel. You can check it out, or I will put the link in the description box down below for you. Check it out and start having a night and a morning routine. It's actually very, very essential, not just to help you feel feminine, but also to help your skin glow per time, okay? The 28 points that can help you feel more feminine and radiate feminine energy will be for you to pay attention to your undergarments. Now, this is one that a lot of ladies neglect, maybe because it's been covered by a lot of clothing and you can't be bothered or you don't want to care any much about it. But let me tell you something about caring for your undergarment. When you dress up, don't dress up because of people. Dress up for yourself. It does something to your mind and it actually makes you feel so good. When you start to dress up for yourself, every piece of clothing that goes on your body, including your undergarments, is thoughtfully selected. And then having the right underwear as well also allows your outfit to sit properly on your body. Sometimes people have jiggly body coming through their clothing or jiggly skin coming through their clothing because they haven't secured their bodies or their skin with the right kind of underwear. Trust me, when you invest in the right kind of underwear, you are able to give your body a more fitted, firm structure so that your clothing can sit properly on them. I think I'm going to dedicate a totally different video on the different kinds of underwear. I'll come out, I'll show you exactly the right kinds of underwear to wear and which ones to actually invest in per time, okay? The 29th point will be for you to pay attention to your posture and how you carry yourself. Don't throw yourself anyhow carelessly and expect to be considered a feminine, elegant woman. No, don't do that. It's absolutely wrong. As a woman who wants to be in her feminine era, you literally need to pay attention to the way you carry yourself. When you sit, how do you sit? When you walk, how do you walk? When you're gesticulating with your hands and you're talking to someone, how do you do it? Put in some feminine flair. Women are known to be a little bit draggy about the things that they do. The men are saying I'm attacking them too much. I apologize. I don't mean to attack you guys, but I'm trying to pass a message across to my fellow ladies. So a man will want to sit on a chair and he'll just that's it. But a woman, there's a way you just carry yourself and glide on. I'm not saying overly glide, but there's a way you carry yourself and you glide on the chair and you just sit down. You cross your legs and you feel very pretty. There's a way you talk. Radiate it. I have a video here on the channel where I talked about body posture as well. I think you should also check out that video. It will give you a lot of insight into what I'm talking about. And finally, we have reached the final point. This one is something I actually started doing more recently. And it's something that has literally awakened me to more aspects of my life that I didn't know exists. To be honest with you, it's something that has helped me not just mentally, but emotionally, physically, and it's also a way for me to reconnect with myself. It's something I call going on solo dates. Taking yourself out on solo dates. I started this I think about 2-3 months ago, but I tell you, like, it's one of the best decisions that I've made this year. Some people may think it's a weird thing. Yes, I had that feeling as well when I first started. Oh my God, when people think I'm weird, just going out by myself, maybe eating at a restaurant, walking on the beach by myself, or just the different things you can do when you're going on a solo date. But the very first day I tried it, I was like, whatever, I'm going to do this. And I went to a restaurant and I sat there, ordered my meal, ate the meal, was just by myself. It felt so empowering. I felt like I'd fulfilled something. Then I added a step further. Usually I'm the one who you would never find me at the gym. I work out in my house, but I always say that the gym is the dirtiest place and you will never find me there. But then because of my new goal of trying to reduce my body fat and increase my muscle mass, I had to start going to the gym to lift weights. So I registered at the gym. I started going to the gym. Now I'm so consistent with it. I'm excited about it. So just adding new things to your life that just break you off from your routine, from your normal routine or your normal pattern of doing things. I'm telling you, will open up your mind, and you will find new ways you will be amazed at how life just looks a lot more fresher and a lot more interesting when we just choose to break a cycle and just choose a new pattern. It's such a beautiful thing to do. So take yourself out on a solo date. Try it sometime. Go for a pedi mani session, visit the spa, have lunch or dinner by yourself, go to the beach, dress up and go out by yourself. It's a very empowering feeling, okay? Now that's all the points. Finally, we've come to the end of this femininity and feminine energy video series. I hope that you learned a thing or two. I'm so excited I finally got to share it all with you. I really encourage you as women who are watching to do everything it takes to let out that feminine energy. It's inside, you already have it. Let it out. Retrain your mind and retrain yourself to let your feminine energy out. Trust me, your life would be a whole lot easier and sweeter and better when you were basking in your femininity and letting your feminine energy shine through. Okay, before I go, if you haven't joined our email list like I mentioned, I'm going to put a link in the description box down below. The Art of Speaking course that can help you speak more elegantly, more confidently, more boldly, that can help you speak more eloquently and be better off at communicating and speaking English is out already. You can also check the description box. I'm going to put a link there where you can get more information and have access to the course. I'll see you again in another video. Until then, remember to stay very feminine and very elegant. Take care.